Alright, welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm going to talk about 3 ways you can reduce your knee pain while working out. As always, before we get into the video, I'd just like to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell just to make sure that you guys get each and every one of my videos. So let's go ahead and cover some of the knee pains that you might feel in the gym. The kind of knee pain that I'm talking about that can be helped with exercises is the kind of knee pain that you feel while performing a lunge or a squat, or maybe you feel your knee buckle left to right. But if you feel a really debilitating knee pain that keeps you from walking or performing these exercises, you should probably go see your physician and see exactly what the issue is. But those typical little knee twinges that you might feel during certain exercises, or maybe during walking a little bit, can be fixed through corrective exercise, because oftentimes they are a result of muscle imbalance. These imbalances in the muscle can be developed over time by performing the same habits over and over again. For instance, getting out of the car by pushing off of your right leg. This is a simple lifestyle habit that people don't tend to even think about, but over a long period of time, say 20 years of doing this, you're going to develop a little bit of an imbalance in that hip. The right hip will be stronger than the left. Looking into a gym setting, we see the way that people pick the bar up off the rack during a barbell squat. Oftentimes, you'll see people put their dominant foot forward and use the leg drive in that dominant leg to pick the bar up off the rack, thus making that dominant leg even more dominant. So obviously, big muscle imbalances like in the quads is very real, but if we want to correct this issue, we want to correct it in the smaller, more overlooked stabilizer muscles that give us that added stability that we need in order to avoid these imbalances and do each of these movements healthily. And this goes hand in hand with the fact that most people, when their legs cave in, this is because they have underactive muscles on the outside of the leg. Muscles on the outer leg and the side of the butt, like the glute medius and the TFLs, are so often overlooked. They are so weak that we have to work them directly in order to correct these imbalances and achieve full stability in our legs. We can work those muscles with a simple movement like the banded kickout, as you see here. And you'll notice a key part of this range of motion is that I really exaggerate pointing the toes in. When we really point the toes in like this and straighten the leg, we're leaving the whole function of abduction up to the TFL and the glute medius, which is going to really put isolation and stress on these muscles in order to really strengthen them and stabilize them. By making these outer leg muscles more active, we're going to make that part of the leg much more stable, which is going to keep the knee from caving in and therefore reduce the cause of knee pain. Now, maybe your issue doesn't lie in which direction the knee tends to go because of weak or inactive muscles. Maybe you just have really tight or sore knee tendons. Sometimes you may feel that it makes things even worse to try to directly stretch the quads. Say what you want to try to do is foam rolling, or in a technique called myofascial release. In this case, we're targeting the quads, which connect to that knee tendon. By performing repetitive motions over and over again, you're going to allow that fascia to really bunch up and cause knots in the muscle. Without adequate attention to this issue, you're going to allow the muscle to tighten up a little too much or cause an imbalance. Either way, it's going to cause a little bit of pain to that knee tendon. So let's get to some do's and don'ts of SMR. Starting with the don'ts, don't do excessive foam rolling. Try to wait about 24 to 48 hours between foam rolling sessions. And another don't to add to this list is don't ever roll out your lower back. Guys, the body mechanic is just not meant for it. You're going to make things a lot worse. So the last don't that I'm going to cover is actually going to lead into our first do, and that is don't just lay there and roll back and forth. Rolling away without stopping to apply direct sustained pressure to the area that hurts. Okay, hurts might be the wrong word to use here to not scare anybody away, but it's definitely not going to be comfortable. Let's say the point of discomfort, which is also very agonizing. Because when you guys find that knot, you're really going to know it. So you really just want to lean your pressure, all your pressure, into that knot, but let the rest of your body relax. You want to hold this position for about 10 to 30 seconds. After you feel that trigger point of the pain kind of like ease up, start to release, then you can start to roll back and forth a little bit slower, start to gradually increase that range of motion. And whatever side that you perform this on, if that's the side where the knee tendon hurts, be sure to perform it on the same side as well, whether or not that knee tendon is hurting, because you don't want to develop an imbalance even through foam rolling. Now, say that you do these techniques and the knee tendon pain is still sort of there, or maybe it goes away and then comes back. Certain movements tend to just make things a little worse. Well, guys, we can develop the strength of our quads without putting direct pressure on that knee tendon by doing the reverse lunge. For a lot of people, that regular lunge will put a lot of tension on the knee tendon, but by doing the reverse lunge, we're going in a reverse angle, which is not going to put that direct pressure on the knee tendon like it would in a regular lunge where you're coming forward and your knee is bending forward. Doing this motion and overloading it will allow you to build that optimal strength that you want to have in the quads, and by pairing this with the other techniques I showed you here, this will strengthen the legs, correct any imbalances you have, and make that knee tendon pain go away once and for all. Again, guys, though, if it is debilitating to walk, you just had surgery, or maybe you're just missing some cartilage in your knees, I wouldn't take the advice that I gave you today. I'd go see your doctor or physician and see exactly what is up with your knees before even going into the gym to try to correct it with exercise. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. This has been a pretty big request from people that I know, and I've also had this issue in the past, and by doing these sort of techniques, it got rid of my knee pain and helped me optimize my leg gains. I hope that this works the same for you guys. Whether it be in a gym setting or just in everyday usage, Knee pain can be really debilitating and really discouraging for anybody. So make sure that you go through YouTube and find as many videos as possible. Pull all the information you can. Don't stop at just this video. Guys, you want to get that knee pain gone once and for all. And you want to listen to all the real credible sources out there that you can find. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found this information helpful. Be sure to comment down below what you guys want me to discuss in the future. As always, be sure to like and to subscribe and to click the notification bell so that you guys don't miss another video. Again, thank you guys for all the support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.